Thank you, Mark. Well, he played Blaine on Glee, Hedwig on Broadway. Now he's a member of the CW Fan Bam on the Supergirl Flash crossover coming up. Please welcome Darren Criss.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
How are
Thanks
you?
for having me, guys. Hello.
Look how cute he wears green.
Listen,
like
I went to boys' school, man. Like, if I have like Pavlovian responses, if you don't wear green, you're in for a day of violence.
That's
right.
Exactly.
So not into that.
That's exactly right.
Healthy day of drinking. Not violence, you know?
So would people, I mean, obviously Glee was a while ago, but people probably still come up to you, and that's probably really what they're, I mean, you've done so many things, but that's probably what they remember you by, I'm guessing?
No, actually.
Really?
One of the young women that works here knows me from something I did right out of college, which was a Harry Potter musical, which was this, at the dawn of YouTube, the thing that got me started was this theater company I started. I wrote a musical about Harry Potter, but that's a whole other life ago.
Well, welcome to the CW family, by the way.
Thank you.
Because you're part of the CW family, because you're playing the evil music meister for the crossover episode of the Supergirl Flash. Now,
it's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
Yeah.
I read that you were determined to get in the show. And
Yeah.
you tried a few ways to get in.
Yeah, well, clear. I mean, we'll mention the Harry Potter thing and the Glee thing. I seem to only be able to associate myself with sort of wacky, fun, fantastical
Right. Well,
things.
good.
Also, the joke that I like to tell myself is I only seem to be taking over roles from famous child actors. So if I did a Harry Potter thing,
Neil
which is
Patrick
Daniel
Harris,
Radcliffe,
right?
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris from Hedwig, he actually, Neil, was also the original voice of the Music Meister. So go figure. If they do a Doogie Howser reboot, I guess I have to do that.
You've got
as
it in the
well.
bag.
But yeah, so I had a lot of friends that worked on that. A lot of kids from Glee are on that show. The choreographer from that.
Yeah, it's a Glee reunion.
It's a Glee reunion. So the gentleman that plays Flash, Grant Gustin, and the young woman who plays Supergirl, Melissa Benoist, they're both Glee alums. So being with them again was kind of wild. But on top of that, I went to the University of Michigan, and the guy who plays Cisco on that was a guy I wrote musicals with, Carlos Valdez. So to me, it was my own personal life crossover story. And the guys who wrote songs for it, Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, just won an Oscar for La La Land.
Wow.
Those are also pals of mine from college. So I was like, if anybody else did this, I just would have thrown.
You had to get in there.
Complete hissy fit.
Tell me about Music Meister in this role.
Oh, he's just a wacky, well-to-do guy that makes people sing and dance in alternate realities, as you do on television.
As you do.
But he's sort of not your typical, I guess, sort of villain, so to speak. He's just there to cause trouble, and I guess through the power of song and dance, is trying to teach Barry, the Flash, and Kara, Supergirl, a lesson of some kind, which I can't divulge so as not to ruin the episode. But there is singing and dancing involved, and what more do you want to know?
We love that. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, this guy, by the way, he's so talented. I can't even tell you. When I was reading his Wikipedia page.
Go on!
No. Actor, songwriter, has his own band. He's classically trained in violin, taught himself to play mandolin, piano, what else?
Wow.
I don't even know what a mandolin
Darren,
is.
come on.
At no point on the Wikipedia page does it say that I'm good at any of those things. Just says that I can do them, but it doesn't say he's like good.
Well, okay, and so on that note, you and your brother started a band.
We did, yeah. I have been a musician most of my life, which is kind of why I've fallen into the rabbit hole of all these music things. But it's been a long time coming for my brother and I to start a band, and we did. We put music out last week. The band's called Computer Games, and a lot of people were waiting for solo music from me, but it just felt more right to put out this thing with my brother. So it's our ode to all the great dance records of the late 80s, early 90s, and hopefully, you know.
We have a clip. Let's listen
Oh my
to
goodness,
it right now. Yeah.
Let's listen.
Take a listen.
Computer Games.
We can work it out. Will you dance with me every single night? Give it up every single night. Help me live it up every single night. Everything gonna be alright if we live it up every single night.
You could even do karaoke to
Darren.
this.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
the idea,
That's a great
yes.
song. Really catchy. I'm going to be singing that the rest of the day.
I hope so. And if you know Gloria Stefan or Lionel
Yes.
Richie, just tell them thank you.
Darren, thank you so much for coming in. Now, you can grab a copy of Lost Boys Life EP. It's available now on iTunes and Spotify. And don't miss two-part Supergirl Flash crossover airing March 20th and 21st right here on the CW. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you for having me,
Good to
guys.
see you.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's.